Everyone checking in on the cryptocurrency space. So the bulls are keeping control after our 10-minute algo flush, flash crash, whatever you want to call it. No bear follow through. And here we are looking back up at the high of our move. So we have been seeing tightening ranges. What we do is start on one time frame and then play the zoom out game. So we started anticipating an hourly equilibrium as the most likely scenario in result of that dump. We set our lower high, higher low, lower high. Saw a bear break at least on Coinbase with no follow through. So a bear break by $20. Tightened up, got a bull break. As soon as we get that bull break, we know to zoom out. At that point, it went to the 12-hour time frame. And we anticipated a 12-hour equilibrium was going to be the most likely scenario. So we set a lower high and higher low. And now we have a bull break this morning. How did we know to be watching the 12-hour for a tightening range? Because equilibriums are the most likely scenario after high volatility ranges. And it's played out very nicely. So from here, we now zoom out again. Can the daily chart break to a higher high? Or do we form a lower high compared to 12,134 and tighten up on the daily time frame? And volume is going to be a clue there. If we're going to break 12,134, in my opinion, we will have to see increasing bull volume for that scenario to become more likely. If we don't see any notable bull volume, we will be watching for the potential of a lower high compared to that level, and then perhaps a pullback for another daily higher low. We have daily 12-period exponential support as a visual guide. We've got a 4-hour uptrend to be watching at the moment. And we've got bullish metals. Gold has been really strong to new all-time highs. Silver with a bull break to higher highs. And shout out to TheChartGuys members at the end of the day yesterday pointing out clues on GBTC. GBTC at the end of the day yesterday, look at this run up on increasing bull volume. During this period, Bitcoin was not doing anything bullish, which tells us that traders and investors in the stock market are willing to pay a premium to have exposure to Bitcoin overnight, anticipating that that 12-hour equilibrium was likely to break bullish. And in my opinion, that confidence derived from metal bullish action. So the bulls that were willing to pay a premium were rewarded with a gap up open. And now we've just been trading sideways most of the day, a little bit of a pullback, but clues in GBTC. So Bitcoin, no red flags overall. 10 minutes of bearish action. Think about what's gone on in the last 2 weeks. More than that, the last 3 weeks. The last 3 weeks has been all bulls aside from essentially 10 minutes of a flush with zero follow through. Daily time frame for the dominance chart dropped to a lower low. Great sign for the altcoin bulls. Next bounce, anything under 64.58 is just another daily lower high, keeping these bears in complete control. Have to see a daily trend change for any kind of notable shift in momentum. ETH/USD grinding up. Again, no follow through from the bearish action. 4-hour uptrend, very clear. 4-hour 12-period exponential back as support. 403.64 and 415 are our only resistances, and new daily higher low of 325.75. That's going to be our new daily support level for everybody, the low of that flash little dump. But the ETH bulls are remaining strong, and ETH BTC, that was a pretty notable hourly dump there. Daily time frame though, just looking for a daily higher low. Consolidation is underway. So that Bitcoin dominance chart has day one of a bounce going, and ETH BTC has day one of consolidation going, just looking for a daily higher low. BNB USDT, daily inside bar bull break. It has slowly and quietly maintained as one of the stronger altcoins over the last couple of weeks. So really nice to see these bulls continue to follow through. We're looking at 27.19 as the most important resistance level from here. Tons of space for a daily higher low. Look at where we are now in response to that flash dump to $19. We're 20% higher. That's a good sign. Plenty of space for another daily higher low to form next time we consolidate. Link USD, new all-time highs, weekly bull flag confirming. We talked in the last video how we want to be focused on the names that are really strong, and then as soon as we see some consolidation in the names that are really strong, we look to the names that have been consolidating for potentially a couple weeks. Link was one of them, 2 weeks of consolidation while Bitcoin continued its breakout. Now it's Link's turn. Again, it's just a game of musical chairs. Profits going to this name, to this name, to this name, which keeps the overall market environment for the cryptocurrency space healthy. And we were watching VET and XTZ for bulls to show up after very healthy weekly consolidation. So since our last video, the weekly higher low is now set at 14.1. Has the daily trend changed back to the bulls? No. Well, actually, yes, it has. So we did hold a higher low and then a higher high here. So the bulls want to keep this daily uptrend intact to break 2.2 and confirm weekly continuation. XTZ USD was the same thing. Weekly higher low is now set at 265. Bulls have to break 334 to confirm weekly continuation. Nice recovery from the bulls. Healthy consolidation while waiting for other names to have their time in the spotlight. And now looking for bulls to return here to these names. LTC USD and XRP were our laggards. 12-hour time frame, a bit different viewpoint than Bitcoin right now. LTC is still looking for a 12-hour lower high compared to 65.31. And you can see after having its laggard bull run, it's now losing some favor a little bit. If we look at the LTC BTC chart, it's been pulling back, I assume. Come on, TradingView. So pulling back on the daily chart, which is why that move is not as close to seeing a higher high as Bitcoin currently is. XRP, BTC pulling back as well. We're watching for a daily higher low to form on the Bitcoin pairing, but on the US dollar pairing, tightening 12-hour time frame. High, low, lower high, higher low. So Bitcoin's already broken its 12-hour bullish, and neither of these two names have, because their Bitcoin pairings are finally consolidating after their catch-up move. So essentially the way that I've viewed what's gone on over the last 2 weeks, Bitcoin and Ethereum, extremely strong. They kept their strength, but then XRP and LTC played laggard, bull, catch-up move. After that laggard move played out, we saw the names that have been consolidating on the weekly in healthy manners, Link, VET, XTZ, etc., see some bullish action. So that's the development of what's gone on the past couple of weeks. And again, as long as that daily chart of the dominance, Bitcoin dominance, is in a daily downtrend, the bears are going to keep their control. Some people paying attention now to Dave Portnoy, Davey Day Trader, who's been taking the stock market by storm by just pretty much playing the media in his palm and getting attention and playing the game. At least he realizes how much of a game the stock market is, but he's now interested in Bitcoin, and the Winklevoss twins potentially going to go explain it to him. We'll see what that results in. I don't think it's going to be a huge factor. It's nice to have as much buying pressure as possible. We'll see. We'll stick to the charts. That's where we stand. Again, if we lose momentum and lose 4-hour uptrends without Bitcoin breaking to a higher high, we'll just be watching for a tightening daily time frame, just like we watched for a tightening hourly range, a tightening 12-hour range. Then we'll watch for the tightening daily range. Volume is the clue. Increasing bull volume is a requirement if we're going to break to a higher high. Have a good rest of your day, do good things, and we'll see you soon.